If you have any question, you may raise your hand now and I will come to you.
See, when I'm scanning my body,
Uh-huh.
I was feeling some kind of vibrations. Is it okay?
Yes, it is okay.
That's right.
It's okay. It's perfectly okay. Our whole body structure is a vibratory structure.
Yeah.
So it looks solid, but it is actually not solid. It's a trillions of cells vibrating in one frequency.
Will it continuously vibrate if you get into the serious?
It is vibrating all the time. It's just that we are bringing the consciousness to it, so we can feel it. Earlier, we were not able to feel it. But what is more important is that we are trying to scan for sensation. We want to experience the nature of sensation. So, were you able to find any sensation when you are scanning? If anyone has a question, they can raise their hand. Nilesh, I think, raised the hand, so we'll go to Nilesh. Please unmute yourself.
We talked about identity. I have a query whether we should have identity or not.
Of course, we need identity to live in this world. So without identity, we will not be able to survive. So we live in the world which is identified with certain things like male, female. They have a rules for male, they have rules for female. If I don't identify as a male, then it will be difficult for me to survive in this world, because then I'll be not maintaining the rules of this world. What is more important is that not only we know we are this, we are not this identity, this is just acquired identity, but we always connect to ourselves, who we truly are. So before we are a human being, then anything else. Before I am male or female, I am a human, I am a being. Before I am Indian or Australian, I am a being. Before I am engineer or doctor, I am a human being. So that beingness is our true identity. So once, if you have a proper base of who you really are, then acquired identity will not give you any trouble. The problem starts when you are completely identified with the role you are playing. Right now you are playing a character. I am playing Amit character. You are playing a Nilesh character. This character was given to us. So I am Amit, I am a male, I am an engineer. This is the character which is playing out in the world. But inside I know that I am not this character. Inside I know I am just a being who came in this world for 60, 70 years to experience various kinds this world has to offer. And this being has acquired this identity in this mind and body, so that this being can experience the various world through this body, senses, and through this mind, and travel unrestrictedly and experience different things. And then when time comes, let go of this acquired identity and go back to where it came from. Does that answer your question?
Yes. And mind as a tool. I was thinking of mind as a tool. So can how to be right side, how to use a right side brain when required, how to use left side brain when required.
Auto function, you cannot choose to right. I just shown you how they function. They are the function which we have seen is a property of the brain. So obviously when you are conscious, your right side starts. When you are subconscious, your left side starts. That's not something you can choose. It's a property of the mind.
For example, when we are right-sided,
Mhm.
uh, we think about spirituality, the alpha, and all those things.
Mhm.
But there is a possibility that when you are in that state, someone left-sided can trick you. So,
Someone left-sided what?
for example, a very logical mind brain, and in that case, they don't believe into spirituality, and they just would like to take
It has
advantage.
nothing to. It has nothing to do with right and left brain. The differentiate was just to show you how the brain functions. That's it. So if either a spiritual person, or unspiritual person, they both have the both sides.
They
In
have sides. Thing is, for example, when we are into spirituality, we use the right side brain a lot, and
Mhm.
when we are, for example, uh, it is something. For example, I give you the example of I don't know whether I can. For example, George Soros.
Mhm.
George Soros. Uh, in terms of the activities he does, he uses his left side brain a lot.
Mhm.
Basically, logic and just the logic thing. And for example, someone like Sadhguru,
Mhm.
uh, he makes use of both left side and right side, both side of the brain. And someone who is into spirituality a lot, they will just be using the right side brain.
The
So
real spirituality is to transcend the mind. So we have to transcend the right side and left side both. The real spiritual person is neither doesn't use its right lane, brain or left brain, left mind. The spirituality means transcending your mind. And once you transcend, and once you are in your being, once you establish into yourself into samadhi, then as per Krishna said in Gita that establish yourself in samadhi and then do the karmas. So it's not that once you transcend the brain or mind, it's not you can't just sit idle. Then you will do your karmas, but those karma will not attract any kind of baggage for you. So you have to first become free, and in that freedom you do the karma. So the real spiritual person is who is free from good and bad, who is free from uh, the normal life and spiritual life. So the irony of this is that you have to live the spiritual life also. So what you call is a family life and spiritual life. This is right brain, left brain, or right mind, left mind. But where we want to go is nirvana, where you are enlightened, where you are awake. In that samadhi state, you have to live both. You have to live spirituality also. You have to live family life also. But when I say live, it does not mean that you have to leave your house or parents or your. You have to live only mentally. So you are not running away anywhere. You are sitting in your home. You are doing job. They call. They say before enlightenment, you go to work, office, come home. After enlightenment, you go to office, work, and come home. Nothing changes. Okay. Only you as a person change. Your perception change. Your experience of life change. Nothing else outside it needs to be changed. All right. Does that make sense?
yes.
All right. Any, anyone wants to ask anything? You can ask question. So there is no. So usually people think, oh, I want to sit and meditate for 1 hour or half an hour. I am not that teacher. I am saying I want my student to be meditative throughout the day. We want to reach to that state where I am observer of everything and I'm not commenting on anything unless it absolutely requires my comment, verbal or mental. I'll tell you simple example and I'll then we'll finish the meeting. I was mopping my house. So first I vacuumed whole house because we are preparing for tomorrow. We only got toilets, bathroom inside the house. We don't have a commercial place. So it's in my house. And we have to make a lot of preparation before the session. So we have to clean the backyard, we have to clean the hall, we have to clean the house because people will use washrooms and everything inside. So I was doing the vacuuming, I was doing the mopping and everything, cleaning the toilets and everything. And as you know, that wife has a habit of talking all the time. So because I'm so still and I know, um, I see how we talk, how silly things we talk, which has no relevance. If you really become awake and aware, you will see that 90% of what you talk is actually not required. So simply it becomes very, so it sometimes amuses me in awareness. So I had to tell my wife, okay, can we not talk for some time, please? Which is very dangerous. I shouldn't do. I was playing with the fire, but I said, whatever you are talking is really not of any substance. So I didn't say not to. I didn't say you don't talk. I just said ki nowadays I love more to be quiet. So it feels like a lot of effort to talk. Means for me, the only time I would like to talk is when I'm doing session and when we are answering question and answer and all those things. But apart from that, uh, I find no subject of talk. I find no interest of talking. I find no what do you call uh, no amusement in talking about any. I can't talk cricket. I can't talk anything. All I can talk is how to improve yourself, how to improve myself, and somehow I am in love with deep silence. Somehow I just like to be silent. That's it. I know it's not a good thing, but we'll get there. It's my journey. Thank you so much for coming. Thank you so much. Bye bye. Have a good weekend.